Hello there and welcome to my video. I am Mickey B. Have we met? If not, it's nice to meet you. And if we have, it's always good to see you again. I'm here today with another live Dollar Tree haul video and I'm sneaking in again. So I don't know if anybody's there, but I'm going to go ahead and jump into this because I have a very short haul. But I have some product reviews that I like to share with you just in case it's helpful to anybody out there. So I'm going to jump into this really quick haul and then I'm going to get into these reviews and cut you loose in about less than 30 minutes. That's the plan. So jumping into this haul, very few items like I said before. And I want to make sure I'm not shaking the video this time because I noticed in my last video that the table was bumping the camera. So if that is happening and you're out there watching, let me know if the camera is shaking. So the first thing I want to share in this very short haul are these penne pastas and the elbow macaroni pastas in this Columbia brand. Now the reason that I'm sharing this, because there's nothing special about them other than it's 25% more, but this is my first time purchasing these. And I normally like the Barilla brand. I normally go with this brand. So they didn't have any in the store this time. So I needed some pasta. I needed to replace these two in my pantry. So I'm going to try these and I'm sharing these. So in case you guys have tried these, you can let me know if they're any good, if they sog out. Because I don't like soggy pasta that when you cook it, it just gets soggy really fast, even if you try to do al dente. So that's why I am sharing that with you, but that is actually something that I purchased. Also, these Vazu sparkling waters are back. Now, I don't know if you watched my hauls in the past, but the ones that I liked of this brand before, it was the pineapple. I think it was pineapple coconut, but it was pineapple and something. And it was my favorite. And I bought every one that I could find. So this was a new flavor, black raspberry. And this one is delicious as well. And this is the only one that I've seen them put out, the only flavor so far that I've seen put out. But because it's probably heading into summer, they may put out more flavors. But I just wanted to let you know that this one is out and it is good. I really enjoyed it. Who is that? Shirley Caldwell. Hey, Mickey, I am late. I just got the... You're not late. I literally just started. This is the second item I'm showing. So welcome, Shirley. And you are on time. So, and it's going to be a very short haul. So if you came in another couple of minutes, you would have missed the whole thing anyways. The next item I'm going to share is this cute little Spread the Love box. I love this because you know the colors, obviously. The pinks and the little tie-dye look to it. And then here's what the sides of this gift box looks like. And here's the binder, the binding part. So I thought this was very cute and the colors were so light, soft, and feminine. This is what it looks like on the inside. And this could easily be something decorative that you sit on a desk or on a shelf, or it's great to give a gift in, you know, a very decorated type of gift. But I just thought that was really cute. So there's a close-up. And that love is in gold. So yeah, I thought that was really nice. You know, I had to get it because of the pink. And speaking of pink, I think this is pink. This is a new scrunchie, a new loofah scrunchie type of thing they had out. And the reason I got this one is because it stretches like that. It's like really can go for your back. And not just like a normal loofah. It shrinks back up to the regular size, of course. And this part in the middle, it looks like it's sewn in there, so it doesn't come off. But I like because it has a little elasticity to it, or about a medium amount, not too strong, but just enough so you can kind of curve, kind of, you know, slant and angle and get a good clean on your back and around your waist. So that's the only reason I got this one, because I have enough loofahs on board, but I don't have a lot like this. And I really like the two handles on either end that makes it easy to manipulate to get to your back and your neck and your whole back area. And that's important because in the shower, you want to come out squeaky clean. The next item I found, surprisingly, I bought these on a whim when I was there one day, these sunglasses. They're called shaded eye sunglasses. You know, that light might be too bright now that I have my overhead light. Let's see. There we go. Shaded eye sunglasses. Yeah, this style is a pretty decent generic style, and it's like a brown versus a black. I normally would get a black pair, a black frame, but the reason I bought this because I needed some in the car real quick. And when I got in the car and I put them on, I was like, those are pretty good quality, and they're pretty well made versus the other ones they sell. They don't feel as cheap. So I had to go back and get a couple more just in case I lose a pair or a pair breaks. I have backups of these because when I find something that I really like, I like to make sure I stock up on them, especially if it's something at the Dollar Tree. The other thing that I needed were these Carabiners because I needed to hook some, when I walk the dog, I carry my pepper spray. I carry, it's like a little, I don't know what you call it. It's not like the knuckle thing. What's that knuckle thing called? But it's like another thing where it's like shaped like a little cat and the ears are pointy so you can jab somebody. It's made out of metal. And so I like to have those things hanging off of my little dog walking belt. And I was looking for some carabiners the other day and I thought I had some and I didn't. So that's why I got those so I can make sure that I can keep those items handy when I need them if a dog or a person tries to come and do something crazy while I'm out on my walk. The other thing that I got were these cute little flower market containers, plant containers. And they had also the tall, skinny version. I just got 2 of them for, obviously it's spring, and I got a couple of bulbs that I'd like to get planted and set outside in the backyard. So these were a nice, good, I like the wider, shorter plant size because you can put, to me, a bigger plant in it because it has more ability to hold more dirt, so you can get a little larger plant in it. So I got 2 of those because I like to buy in twos in those instances. And then the last new thing that I bought before I get into these reviews is, or are, these containers. Now, I never thought to buy these before. I've always seen them. They come with lids. This is 2 right here, but they come with these lids. And they're pretty thin, see-through-ish, but they're still a good quality. These lids snap on pretty doggone well, and that's what I like about it, is how well they snap on and stay on. So let me just demonstrate real quick how that works. And it's a good size that you can put a pretty good amount of things in here. And I'll tell you, some of the things that I've used these for are my sunglasses. Watch it snap. See how it snaps? And it holds on pretty good, and I like that. And it's nice and deep. So I've used it for my sunglasses, my reading glasses, my lip glosses, my small electronic items. What else have I used it for? Phone accessories, anything like that. This is great to use to store those items in. And as I'm going through and doing my spring cleaning, if you will, I'm using these for those types of things. So that's all the new stuff that I got because like I said, I am purchasing with a purpose moving forward because I am pretty stocked up on pretty much everything that I need in this house. So right now, what I want to share with you are some of the items that I've used. And in case you wonder how I like them really quick, I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to do so since I've had such a short haul. So let me get all this stuff in order and I'll share with you some of the items that I've used in case you're wondering and would like to know how they fare with me. So let's see here. Got a couple more over here, so let's get everything in one spot and we will get started on that. So the first thing I want to share with you is just how I use something that I purchased. And that first item is, let's get it, I don't want anything to fall. So you remember this scooper that I hauled? This nice big 1 cup scooper. It says it's for dogs. What I ended up using it for, or one of them anyways, is this container, which is from the Dollar Tree. And inside this container, because it's wide and it holds a lot of cereal, I have my scooper in here, and then I have my cereal that I just leave it open in the bag like that. And this is, I think, a 96-ounce cereal. So it fills it to the top. You might have to scoop out maybe 1 or 2 of these before you could fill it. But I just keep the bag in there, keeps this container nice and clean. And then I just fold it down like this. And then I keep the scooper inside the cereal. And then I just put the lid on. Thanks, Shirley. I thought so too. And you don't have to go order all those expensive ones that people do when they want to do all their little fancy pantry type situations. So I keep mine in there and I use it for my cereal. Now, of course, you could use it for flour, sugar, anything, but I just wanted to share with you how I'm using that particular one. The second thing, if we're talking about the kitchen, is this little square container. Let's see, I don't know what they marked it for, but it's this little square one right here, that long one. I use it for my eggs, and this fits easily 2 dozen eggs in here, just like that. And look at how little space it takes. And I love that it has this nice sturdy little handle that you can slide it in and out of a really small space. So you don't need that other one that they have specifically for eggs, where it takes up about almost double this size. And this is perfect. I use it all the time, and I love how little space it takes in the refrigerator. So in case, I don't know what they have this label for, because I don't have the label on mine anymore, but I don't think it was for eggs, but again, it's for whatever you want to use it for. So that's how I use that one. Now, the last thing for the kitchen that I want to share how I use something is this. Every time they have these little mini boxes, these little utility boxes, I purchase them because I just never know when I'm going to need something small. So the occasion came when I was in the kitchen and I was trying to get a toothpick, and the toothpicks that they sell at the Dollar Tree, and they come in that little clear package with the folded cardboard across the top. Well, I opened that and the plastic ripped and the paper clips. The toothpicks were falling everywhere. So I'm like, where's one of those little containers I had? Let me see if I could use it. So this container right here fit perfectly my toothpicks, and then it just slid right on top in the cabinet. So this is what they look like inside, nice and contained, easy to pull out and easy to put away. So you can again use these for anything, pills, in your craft room. You just never know. That's why they call it a utility box, but this is how it came in handy for me, and I love it. And it fit the whole package in there, no problem. So that's what I use in the kitchen, the items that I purchased at the Dollar Tree, and all of those I would highly recommend. Now, the next thing I want to share is another small container that came in handy. I don't know if you guys remember these, this trifold one, but I was cleaning out my jewelry, and I had a bracelet, actually 2 bracelets that broke, and all the pieces fell all on the ground, and I didn't like, where am I going to put all of these? And I went search through my containers and I found this one. And that one was a pearl bracelet, as you can see the pearls in there. And the other one was like a little, what do they call those? It had like a little Buddha. I forgot what type of, it's like a healing type bracelet. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I used it for this. And then when you open this, it's perfect because they're contained in this half of it, and then you still have 2 more sections, this one and that one, to store items in. So now I'm going to keep this one in my craft room and put it where with the jewelry stuff. So that came in handy for that. So I recommend that for those purposes. Now, the other item I want to share with you and give a little bit of review on how I liked using them were these Tough wipes. These come in handy in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in anywhere. If I'm dusting, if I spill something on my nightstand, these are great. And what's also great about them is if you are using it for something like, let's say you're wiping off your bathroom counter or your kitchen counter, and you just wipe something off, they're tough enough to where you can rinse it off like a regular rag and just continue to use it for that cleaning session. So they definitely are tough enough to last and kind of give you a little bit of extended use like you would a normal rag, and then you can toss it away. So, and you get so many of them. And the other thing that I like to do with these is once you, let's say you fill you buy some dishwashing liquid or just some hand soap or something, and you fill a container and you have just a little bit left, put some water in it, shake it around, and then squeeze it into this. That keeps this moist and it keeps it soapy. So that's what I do when I get those little containers where there's just a little, if I filled up, like for example, I'm going to show you with this little guy here. If I fill this up with soap and what I filled it up with just has a little bit left, then I put water in it, shake it around and squirt that in here. So that way I'm getting full use of both products. So the soap and the wipes. So I highly recommend these. Like I say, it's a great deal and they're very durable and sturdy. Moving on to the next item that I would like to review with you is this, I mentioned this before, the Comet Classic Kitchen Cleaner. And then I shared with you, they also had the Comet Foam Bathroom Cleaner, both with bleach. Now this one I highly recommend it because it worked like Tilex and it really gets everything white. If you have a white sink, especially like I do, it works amazing. It gets the scuff marks off. It works great in the shower. Anything you want to squirt and get like the dirt, the brown, black marks or whatever, mildew mostly off. This is amazing. Even though it says for the kitchen, you can use it for both. When I saw the bathroom version, it was more like, so far, I've only used it once, but it felt more like a multi-purpose type of cleaner. It didn't feel like this, and I didn't smell the bleach as strong in this one as I did in this one. But I like them both, but this would be my go-to for both kitchen and bathroom. This is more, again, like a multi-purpose. So I'll use this one a couple more times. But the other item I want to share with you that I bought were these 3 little brushes, and they were, where do they have these? I think in like the automotive area. These brushes combined with this. Hey Sandra, how are you? I'm doing great today. I am doing wonderful. I just did a quick haul in the beginning, and now I'm doing some quick product reviews since my haul was so short. So you caught me kind of in the middle of that. But I just spoke on this Comet and kitchen cleaner, and that combined with this little brush came with 3 in a pack. Now 2 of them were wired, and you see it still has from me using it when I use it in the shower, and I used it on my caulking. I sprayed this because remember the mildew, this gets rid of mildew amazing. So I sprayed this on the caulking around my bathtub, and then I scrubbed it with this, and it's so bright white. It's crazy. I love it. I wasn't even ready for how good it worked. But this brush was perfect because it got right into that little crevice and it worked very well with the cleaner to get that area clean. And then I wiped everything up using these Tough Wipes. So there you go. So in case you want some good cleaning products that have been tried and true, those are a few for you. Now, I showed you this little guy. This is a from Christmas, the little gingerbread man. And because he's a gingerbread man and doesn't necessarily look only like Christmas, I use him in the kitchen when I wash my hands. And I fill him up with this Safeguard antibacterial soap. And I think that's the only thing I wanted to share is like how I'm still using this guy, even though it was a Christmas purchase. And I'm using him with this soap because this soap is not white. It's like a yellow color. Let's see if you can pick up on that yellow color. He's cute. Yeah, he was one of the Christmas ones. But yeah, this right here, I was hoping. The reason why I like to use this one with the antibacterial is because it is yellow in color and it blends very well, as you can see at the bottom. So let's see if I can not make a mess here. And just, I don't know why I'm trying to do this or why I feel the need to do this, but I've started it now. So basically, see how it just blends in the color of the soap. It almost matches the color of the little gingerbread man. Okay, I'm getting to the top. That was quick, huh? All right, that wasn't too bad. So this is a great soap. It's antibacterial. I keep it in the kitchen after washing dishes. And it matches the little gingerbread man. So even though Christmas is over, he still has a purpose and a function in my kitchen. And it matches. So there you go. So that's how I use those two items. Now the next review I want to share with you is this little room freshener, Lavender Dreams, this little room mist. And these are great. Oh, there's that ring light. These are great because they're nice and kind of a decorative label, and they blend into my bathroom. Even though my bathroom's pink, it's a nice little decorative bottle to just kind of sit somewhere in there amidst your health items and give it a little squirt every now and then. It's the perfect size. It's not too heavy. And even if you wanted to hide it behind something, it's perfect for that. And it's a nice scent. I like lavender. If you don't like lavender, you probably would not like this one. But I do like lavender. So that one that is why I like this one. I like the scent, I like how small it is, and I like how decorative it is, and it's perfect for a small bathroom if you just want to keep things smelling fresh throughout the day. Now, let's see. Here's a product that I was disappointed in, and it was this AntiFog Kit. I recently hauled this, and it's supposed to keep like your glasses or your car windshields or any glass that is in an area where it fogs up. This is supposed to allow you to spray this on there, rub it in, and then last 2 to 5 days as far as keeping it fog free. Well, I said, let me try it in the shower. So I had just my regular, not these glasses, but glasses like this idea. And I squirted it on there and didn't even need a lot because you see, and it says to rub it on both sides. So I did, got in the shower, and as soon as I got in the shower, it fogged up like I never did anything. So I don't know how you could do this wrong. It just says to put it on both sides. I did use it in a circular motion, and then go in an environment where you're gonna, be faced with fog, and it's supposed to work. So it definitely failed immediately. I've only tried it once. I'll give it another try, but to me, I don't know how much different I could try that. I mean, I could try it on a car, but we're not in that season right now, so that's why I tried it in the shower. And to me, the shower was perfect because of how glasses steam up in the shower, and it didn't work. So that's all I have to say about that one. Now, here's an item that I use, the gold mask peel off. I mean, the gold mask peel off mask. I hauled this not too long ago. I know that glare is definitely working on this one. But the reason I tried this one right away is I really wanted to see if it was gold. You see how the picture looks like? Does it really look like that? Gold? Yeah, you can kind of see. So I wanted to see if what this whole gold thing was about. And it does come off gold. See if I can push up a little. You can see it is gold. And it's kind of like that on, but I didn't do it thick enough to where the whole thing would look gold like she did. In fact, I only used it on my nose. And the reason I did that is because I was looking for my Biore nose strips and I couldn't find them. So I said, let me try this mask. I want to give it a try anyways. And that's the perfect opportunity to try it on my nose. So I tried it on my nose. It dried within 30 minutes. 30 minutes facial therapy. Yeah, I waited 30 minutes for it to dry. It dried really tight, really tight. And when I peeled it off, I only did like this area, just like this. This is the only area that I did, just my nose, because I had a few blackheads around here that I wanted to use the strips for. So because, again, I substituted this since I couldn't find the strips, which I actually just found today, ironically enough. But when it dried and I went to peel it off, this thing hurt. And I've never felt pain when using a peel off mask before, but I felt it today using this one. It worked though when I peeled it off, and I made sure I tried to peel it off in one piece so I can look and, lift it up like this so I can see. And it definitely pulled out a lot, but it definitely hurt. So now I'm kind of nervous about using this on my full face. It worked, but it hurt, Shirley. So if you're tender in the face, this may cause you some pain. Just sharing that because I'm not normally a wuss when it comes to stuff like that, but this definitely hurt. And I was like, ooh, I had to take it slow. But it pulled those blackheads out. Didn't get all of them. And I have another one that I want to use in the same manner, but I don't want to do it too close together. The rose gold one. It's another peel off. So I want to use that one next to see if it works the same way. If it's the same brand, they probably will. But we'll see. You never know. They might be a little different. But that's my review on that one. This is another item that I did not like. This item was horrible. It says it is no, I'm sorry. This is this is the one. This one is the sugar scrub. This one I love, just like it says love. It's a sugar body scrub, a hydrating sugar body scrub. It's coconut. Coconut Love Hydrating Sugar Body Scrub. And this one I enjoyed. And this one's pretty much empty. I didn't even realize it until I pulled it out. It's just a little left. So it works like a sugar scrub, and it just scrubs around. It's not soapy or anything, but it gives you a nice scrub on your body. So this one was cool. This one, Vibes, Cherry Blossom Vibes, it says warming mud to foam face and body cleanser. Mud to foam, I don't get that description because there was no foam whatsoever. It was just like, it's like a clay, and it was like when you rub it on you, it's just smooth and flat like a clay. It never lathered up or anything like that. So this is pretty much, I think, up to here still. I haven't used it that much because I'm not excited about using it. It doesn't do anything. I don't feel like it's cleaning anything. It definitely doesn't lather up. So beware of this one. Now, I don't know if these items that are not working or that don't work the way I think they should, I don't know if they have expiration dates, and maybe that's why. But it's hard for me to believe that beauty products that are in the Dollar Tree, if you use them right away, would not have any life left into them. But maybe that's the case. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't like that one. This one I like. I use it all the time. The Pond's Pure Detox Facial Foam. A little goes a long way. You can use it, rub it in your hand and rub it on your face. You can rub it on a towel. It lathers up really well. And if you use just maybe a dime size, you can definitely cover your face and then some. So this is great. And I'm still on the same container. It's the 3.5 ounce. And it's lasting a while. I keep it in the shower. And again, I really like it. And before my facials, this is what I use as well. Now, after my facials, this Glacier Water plus Retinol and Collagen Facial Mist used to hydrate. It's great. I use it as a toner after I do my facials. And as you can see, this is almost gone. I don't know if you can see how little is left. You see right there. So I'm surprised that it's that low because I don't even feel like I use it that much, but I use about 5 sprays at a time, and I put it on a cotton pad and just use it to close my pores after I do any type of facial treatment. But I really like it because it's gentle and it's smooth, and it calms your face down after you scrubbed and done whatever you had to do, especially after something like this. This is like a hug to your face. So I use this to close my pores and then to use whatever moisturizer I'm going to use. I'm almost done here. This item, the Peppermint and Eucalyptus Foot Scrub made by Bolero, hated it. Bolero, I don't really like any of their products. I thought I could get away with this because, as I tell you, anything to do with my feet, I like to take care of my feet, and I always like a good foot scrub when I'm soaking. And this was just very watery. It didn't lather, it didn't do anything, and it barely had any scrubs in it, any scrubbing action. So I was not impressed with this at all. Thank goodness it's small. It is 3 fluid ounces, and I bought 3 of them, and I thought it was going to be thick like a cream because that's kind of how it felt in the store, but it actually is real loose and watery. So I was not impressed with this at all, but I'll go ahead and use it. But I actually have to use one that actually works better on top of it just to use this up and really get some benefit. Now, along the lines of that, I use one of these clean feet foot masks. I just did this, was it Monday? It was Sunday night. And let me just show you what they look like. It's 3 applications in here. And what they look like are these. They're these big plastic pads that have jelly or a gel in it. And you pull out it says right here to cut across this strip right here. I don't know if can you see that pink line. It says to cut across the strip, and you can kind of see the gel in there. It doesn't have a lot in there though. I'm surprised. I would feel like it would be a little bit more. It's almost like these have dried out some, which is probably why they're at the Dollar Tree. But I use them, and what I didn't like about them was the shape of them. It doesn't really look like a foot type shape. And to leave this on, it says 60 to 90 minutes is how long they recommend you leave this on. So I did that, but what made me like or tolerate them because of the shape, like how when you cut this across the top, there's nothing that really keep it on your foot. So I just took a footy sock and put it on top of this. And then that made this conform to my foot. So when I did that, then I was able to do the 60 to 90 minutes watching TV. And then I took it off, and you could feel once you rinse it, because it says after you're supposed to use it on a clean foot. And then after you soak 60 to 90 minutes, it says clean thoroughly again. So after I did the soak, I hopped in the shower and cleaned it. And you could feel it had that real stripped feeling on my foot and my skin on my foot. So you could tell some type of chemical product was in there. I can't say that it felt soft, but it felt stripped. And it said that over time that the dry skin would peel off and flake away. So I haven't really noticed that yet, but I did feel the stripped feeling. And I don't know if that's what you're supposed to feel, but that's what I felt. Along the lines of the foot soak, I use this foot file to, to file down and smooth my heels and just the bottom of my feet. Now these come like this. This is a new one. And that's what these come like. What I didn't realize is this part is paper. So as you can see, it started to peel off. So a heads up, if you use this to me, I don't think it was designed to, well, obviously it wasn't designed to be used in water, or else this would not have peeled off. It feels like it's rough and like a file, but it's probably just like a nail file to be kept dry. This version, however, is definitely more rough and sustained the water and being in and out of the water the way I used it. So, but again, I don't think it was designed to be submerged in water. Like, even though it says foot file on there, it says foot file. But I don't think you're supposed to get it wet, but at least this side. So heads up, it worked well. I liked the length of it and how it has the curve in it. So it allowed me to go along the sides and the heel very nicely in conjunction. And this I used before I used the foot mask. So this was the initial soak and the cleaning, and then I put this on. So it worked fine in that regard. But again, this part is not made for water. But I will tell you, my favorite foot scrub of all time is this one. And I haven't seen them in a while. If I do see them, I will definitely buy more. This thing is amazing. My beauty spot. I bought a pink one. And the reason I'm showing you this one, and I was like, thank goodness I bought two, because this was the original one. And it still works very well, except for the handle broke. And I was so disappointed because between this one and between these two versions right here, this one I would recommend all day long. It didn't get affected by getting wet, being in the water. This one I kept in my shower, and it had the handy little, it has a hanger on the end of it. I don't know if you can see that in there, a little ribbon hanger. And it allows me to keep this in the shower and just hang in there. So I use it every time. And I still use it, but I preferred using it with the handle on it, obviously, because it made it a lot easier. But I haven't thrown this away because it works so well. So if I had to give you a choice between this one and this one, if you can find a new one with the handle, go with this one. This one is a good backup, especially if you're just soaking your feet and not necessarily in the shower. You could be in the shower too, but I prefer this one. But this one isn't bad, but it's not submergible. It's not waterproof. All right, the last few items I want to share with you, and then I will cut you loose, as they say on the ranch. Some of my little lip gloss. Uh, this one I tried. Now, when I hauled this one, I think I opened it up. I'm not sure, and put it on, and I said it didn't really have a color to it because it was called syrup. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like that pink. And it doesn't have a pink look to it, but it has more of an opaque, kind of like a chalky, kind of frosty. Maybe frosty is the better word. So it did have somewhat of a color on it. But when I hauled it, I said that it was just pretty much clear. So for the most part, it is clear. But putting it on my skin like this, see, it doesn't really show up that much, but it does have a little, when I put it on my lips, I do see a little frosty type color, but it doesn't show up on my skin. So that's probably why I thought there was no color to it. Also, this is one, put this cap back on. Well, that's a situation here. The cap won't come on right. Look at that, it's crooked. Why is that happening? Okay, there we go. All right, so the last lip items I want to share is my favorite lip powder by Wet n Wild is this one. It's called Snow Melt. Put that down. And I use it all the time, and it's like a light powder. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. Stephanie from Sacramento, right? Yep. How are you? Good to see you. So this is Wet n Wild. This is my favorite lip color. This is the one I'm wearing right now. And the reason I like this one so much is because it's a light powder. After you use it though, and I'll show you, it gets a little wet and damp. So it's not so much powdery, maybe further down in there. But as I use it, the applicator tip gets wet and kind of damp. So it comes more like a cream, but it's like a stain. And you just dab a few on your lips and then you just rub it together like that. And I use this on top of it. Or I could even use this on top of it to make it shine because it comes out more matte. But what I like about it is it doesn't rub off and it's like a deep, rich pink color you can see in my lips. And it lasts. So that's why I like that one. It's kind of like that mood lipstick back in the day. I used to wear that all the time. And it doesn't just brush off easily. So if you find this one, I haven't seen it in a while, but this one is my favorite pink, and it gives me this nice deep pink color. And then the last thing I want to share with you is this cute little lip balm that I've hauled not too recently. I told you how it works. The top spins off, and then there's the product inside. It's not very much. You see how small that is. So it's not a lot in there, which is fine. But what I don't like about these, I don't like sticking my fingers in stuff like this. So how I use this, my other favorite little lip gloss that I use all the way up, this was that e.l.f. one that came in blue. I just saved this one so that I could use this applicator tip to stick in here to apply to my lips. So that's how I use this, because I don't really like sticking my hand and stuff and it getting under my fingernails and all that type of thing. So, but the container, I love all day long. You know, this cute little stuff is just fun. So this is my favorite part. And, you know, I love ice cream, even though I've refrained. I love ice cream and it's pink. So, but actually the application of it, I prefer not. But because I have these or any of these that I run out of, I can always use these to stick these applicators to use to get this one out. So that's all I have for you today. Let me just check. Oh, one more thing, if you will allow me. Last week, I shared the little hack to hang my scarves and my little head wraps like this. And so after that video, I went and took all of my scarves and put them on that what do you call it? That desk, that wired desk file, that wired file desk. I never know what to call that. So I have since gone in and put all my scarves on, and I still have room for a lot. So I wanted to show you that. And I also did on the top, I did one for all of my, well, not all of my, I've got to finish putting these on there, but I did so it's like a two-piece one now, and I want to show you what it looks like. But before I do that, this is how I stored them before. And this is what I didn't like. See, these are these are the head wrap ones that I need to add to that one over there. And I used this method before, but see, the lid never stays on because the fabric poops it off. So it was never a stable fit at the top. But I did like how they kind of fit like that, how I could see them. But what I didn't like is after using them in this method, I got to fold it back up, stick it back in, find out the row where it was missing, and then put it in. So what I liked about this was the visual, but what I don't like about it, it didn't contain all the ones that I had. And again, I had to fold it up. So let me show you the one where I'm going to add these two. And so I'm gonna come around here. I'm gonna take you guys off my stand real quick and show you. I've got it just hanging temporarily in here. This is not where I keep it, but this is where I just brought it in here to show you so you can see what it looks like, just in case you want to try it. So hold on. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Where are you? Oh, here's the thing. So now I'm behind the camera. So, okay. So there is the two. Let me see if I cannot see what you're seeing. Hopefully you're seeing the whole thing. But there's the top part. And then there is the bottom with all of those scarves. Now I'm going to come over here and let me turn it around. So I just got it hanging on these two hooks. This is Janae's old room where she had her bulletin board. This is not where I keep it. But turning it around, hopefully you can see that because this is hurting my arm. You can see all the different scarves right there. And then I have this bungee cord connecting it over here and over here. Ah, this is hurting. And then, so you can see on the inside all the different scars on the side and on this side. I hope you can see this because this is very awkward for me. But, and this is what the head wraps look like on the inside. Woo, that's heavy. So, but you can pick it up. Oh man, and turn it around. Where's the camera on this? Right here? Or right here? Right here. Okay. So this is what it looks like behind the door in my other room. And now I have all of my scarves and everything in one place. And I'll have all my head wraps in one place. And then what I hang it on in the other room is one of those things that come across the door that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hooks. And I just hang it on one of those. So that's the last thing that I wanted to share. So let me bring you back around here. Okay. Get you back on here. Hopefully you saw that because I don't know what you saw because I was behind the camera, but I hope you were able to get at least an idea of what it looked like. And I like how all of my stuff is in one place. So let's see here. Woo, that thing was heavy because there's a lot on there. Not super heavy, but it was heavy trying to hold the camera over here and that over there and trying to make you see what I was trying to make you see. So let's see, because I'm just ready to close out. So we got, you did a good job. I like it. Thank you, Sandra and Shirley. Okay, yeah. So you guys saw how I used that and how I liked and didn't like all these products and how it's just good to have certain products in your home in case you have a need for something. So on that note, it is, what time is it? 6:15. So Lacey's waiting for me to take her for a walk. So we're going to go and do that. So you guys have a great evening. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to get you out of here in 30 minutes, but once I start to yapping and sharing, time just gets away from me. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. And yesterday I didn't do this live because I had put up my walkthrough, plus I put up the Win One Wednesday video. So I didn't want to overkill and do 3 videos in one day. I thought that was, you don't want to see me that much. I don't want to see me that much. So that's why I said I'll at least wait until today. So don't forget to watch the Win One Wednesday video and go ahead and enter to win the $5 for this coming Sunday. Now, some of you guys are not watching the video to see the proper video to put your comments on. So don't just throw a Win One Wednesday comment on any video. If you don't do it on the right video, you're not going to be entered to win. So you got to watch it. I know it's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If nothing, just skip to the end to see what the linked video is. But if you don't put it on the proper video, you're not going to be entered to win. On that note, thanks for watching. Give me a like if you like these hauls live. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.